Welcome to Dr. Dempsey Unplugged, the podcast for entrepreneurs, dreamers, and doers who are ready to elevate their mindset and business success. Hosted by me, Dr. Angelica Dempsey. This show is all about breaking through mental barriers, stepping into your potential, and turning your vision into reality. Whether you are launching a business, scaling your brand, or simply looking for motivation. Each episode is packed with actionable insights, expert strategies, and raw conversations to help you thrive. Tune in weekly to unlock the mindset shifts, productivity hacks, and success habits you need to win. What if I told you your income isn't just tied to your strategy, but to your beliefs? Today, we're diving deep into money mindset, the unspoken blocks that are quietly capping your income, and how to rewire your thinking to step into abundance. Why this episode matters. You can have the perfect offer and the perfect business plan, but if your mindset around money is rooted in fear, lack, or guilt, you'll keep playing small. Let's change that. Quick story. I remember launching one of my first programs and pricing it so low because I was afraid people wouldn't pay for it. Guess what? That fear didn't protect me. It kept me stuck. I wasn't respecting my time, and worse, I attracted clients who also undervalued the work. That's when I realized my mindset had to shift before my income ever would. Identifying common money blocks. Block 1, scarcity thinking. This sounds like there's never enough, I can't afford that, or money making is hard. We internalize these stories early and repeat them as adults. Let's unpack where that belief came from and how to rewrite it. Block 2, fear of receiving. Some of us are givers but struggle to receive. If I'm going to be completely transparent, I am definitely one of those people who is a work in progress. I'm a giver. I'm a fixer. I'm the one who makes it happen. I'm the one who gets things done. So when it comes times for me to receive, sometimes I have a problem with that. While I am self-aware, however, I have been doing better, but you have to remain self-aware in order to remove that fear of receiving. If you feel awkward raising your prices or accepting payment, this is a mindset block, not humility. Receiving is just as generous as giving. Trust me, if you have ever been declined or denied, or you feel like you were rejected, that doesn't make you feel good, right? So why do that to somebody else? Block 3, linking worth to wealth. If your self-worth is tied to your income, you'll ride an emotional roller coaster every time money fluctuates. Trust me, I'm a therapist. I talk to people about this all of the time. People's self-worth, their self-concept, and their self-esteem many times is surrounded around linking their worth to their wealth. Let's talk about how to separate who you are from what you earn. Block 4, fear of success. This one is sneaky. It really is. If you're afraid success will bring pleasure, isolation, or responsibility, you may be subconsciously sabotaging your growth. I have this conversation time and time again. I have so many people who are on a growth journey and they want to do better. However, they're afraid of it because they don't know what that looks like. You know, they're experiencing the growing pains. They don't know what's on the other side of it. So self-sabotage many times comes in. One thing I want to do is kind of give you like a mini reflection prompt. If you're watching from YouTube, I'd like for you to pause this episode and ask yourself, what money message did I hear the most growing up? And do I still believe it? Again, what money message did I hear the most growing up? And do I still believe it? And if you're not listening on YouTube, that is fine because we are on all platforms and you can absolutely pause it there. But I'd like for you to think about that, right? What do you think? What is your association with money? How does that affect you? How is that impacting your life? Next, we're going to rewire your relationship with money. We're going to do that by kind of creating a few shifts. So, shift 1, we're going to adopt an abundance mentality. You're going to train your brain to look for possibility. So, for example, money flows to me easily may feel fake at first, but repetition creates new belief pathways. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to talk about how affirmations work neurologically. Okay? Then we're going to have another shift, which will be shift 2. With shift 2, we're going to normalize wealth in your environment. The idea of this is you're going to surround yourself with content, conversations, and people that speak abundance. Watch how fast your internal thermostat shifts. Social proof isn't just for marketing. It shapes your internal reality. Shift number 3. We're going to rewrite your money story. You're going to journal your earliest memories of money. So, whose beliefs were you taught? Which ones no longer serve you? I like for you to take 5 minutes a day this week to journal this. So for me, for instance, I know my money beliefs were taught from my mother, my father, my grandmother, my uncle, aunts, certain people in my family. They're the ones who helped me develop my money beliefs, right? And I definitely understand that. Some of those beliefs that I was taught, I can reflect back on some of them right now. I'm not going to call their names because I don't want to make them feel like I'm disrespecting them. But trust me, some of those things that they said, they no longer serve me. I will not one more day believe any of the things that they said about money. Shift number 4, set financial goals with emotion, not just numbers. So you like to attach feelings to your goal. Don't just say, I want to make $10,000. Say, I want to feel free, secure, and generous. Emotion is the fuel behind motivation. Please know that. Shift number 5, you're going to practice active gratitude for money. So, you're going to thank your money. Yes, literally. Gratitude rewires your nervous system to see money as safe and supportive, not stressful. Practice gratitude. It can help you in an amazing amount of ways. Next, what are some mindset habits that support financial growth? Some things you can do. Daily practices to recondition your beliefs. Morning affirmations. So an example would be, I am open to receiving unexpected income. You can have visualizations tied to emotional clarity and reviewing income goals weekly with celebration energy. Next, you're going to have money hygiene habits with weekly money dates. Reviewing your numbers with curiosity, not shame. If your money is not where you want it to be, you want to know what that is like. You want to know where you're at. You want to be curious about it, not feel shameful for the place that you're in because you know things are about to change drastically in a short period of time. You want to use money intentionally, not fearfully. Replace avoidance with awareness. Super, super, super important. So, a mindset-driven pricing exercise that I like for you to think about. So, as it relates to business, if you're a person who owns a business, consider, are your prices rooted in fear or value? You want to break down how to price your services in alignment with both self-worth and strategy. So, here's a quick scenario. You're charging $97 for a service that you know brings $500 worth of transformation. Why? Let's talk about what's behind that number. Let's dig deeper. The reality is, if we were in therapy, I'm going to say, okay, so when did you begin to have this relationship or begin to develop this relationship with money? Why do you feel that something that is 5 times the value, you're charging 5 times less? We'd have to kind of like work through that. However, I like for you to consider that yourself if you feel like what you do kind of fits into this boat. What's coming up next? Next week, we're diving into visibility. Why showing up consistently online is way more than strategy, and how to do it with purpose, not pressure. How can you get involved? DM me your biggest money mindset block at Dr.Angelica Dempsey, which is Dr.Angelica Dempsey. Subscribe so you don't miss the next breakthrough. And leave a review if this episode helped you shift into abundance. My final message, money isn't good or bad. It's a mirror. And when you change your mindset, your results follow. You don't have to hustle harder to earn more. You just have to believe it's possible. If today's episode opened your eyes or healed a belief, please subscribe, share, and leave a review. And remember, your mindset is your greatest asset. Let's elevate together.